one of the other things that I do when I'm putting together tip videos is when I grab this content, what you might notice when you listen to this is it's kind of personable, right? It's not scripted, it's not structured. This literal example here is an excerpt from one of these webinars that I do. I do webinars all the time. So to leverage that content, I find just an interesting tip. In fact, tonight, I'll bet there's 5 or 6 of these things that I could pull out of this content tonight, couldn't I? And I could leverage that as a quick tip, as content, as being consistent and getting it out there. But the thing is, as you've been listening to me this whole time, rambling on for 40 minutes, it's basically me. It's my personality. It's personable. And one of the things that I like about this kind of content and being able to leverage that is that it has an effect on people when it's genuine, right? So for a sales video or a squeeze page video, yeah, I'm probably writing a script, but I'm rehearsing it to the point where it's natural, and I make it sound natural, because that's kind of an important thing. But in the course of kind of recording this content as a webinar, and you don't have to do webinars, I'm literally just recording what I'm doing and what I'm talking about right now. The fact that we happen to be on a webinar and I'm here with all you fine folks is really kind of secondary, isn't it? I'm just recording stuff. So you can do that. And you can get in there and, you know, be a little passionate about stuff. And that's the kind of thing that we kind of like to see show through. But here's the thing that I also do. I edit the heck out of it. And I do that for a reason. And the reason that I do that a lot of folks might not know about it is, and I'm going to introduce you to a concept. I don't know if I've talked about this before. It's called the Fluency Heuristic. Is anyone familiar with that term? The Fluency Heuristic. Okay, this is some really good secret juice here for you folks. Let me see if I can find me a link to explain that. And I want you to think about this. But it's one of the reasons why I take impromptu content and I edit it. So here you go. This is some psychological kung fu. And I actually get this from my buddy Daniel Levis, who's like one of the top copywriters in the world. The Fluency Heuristic. Essentially, I'm not going to get into all the details here, but it's a psychological thing where the basics are the more fluently, faster, and more smoothly information is conveyed, the more seriously that person is valued. Okay? And if you think about it, think about watching a presentation on stage. Do people that speak with conviction, with purpose, and fluidly, and smoothly, and elegantly, and skillfully, do they come across as more valuable, as more knowledgeable? It just works that way. You know, the better you come across, and the better you speak, and the better your content flows, the better you are perceived on a subconscious level. It's called the Fluency Heuristic. So, when I talk about editing out mistakes, if I make a mistake, I edit it out for the most part. You know, I don't edit everything, but certainly if I do that, that's got to go in terms of my editing process. I think of it this way. Would you like to sound smarter than you really are? Then this tactic kind of helps with that. And it's due to the Fluency Heuristic. Okay, so I edit stuff. And if you listen to the before audio of this, and in fact, when you guys listen to the replay of this webinar, I'm going to cut out the stupid stuff. And, you know, for an hour and a half long webinar, I wouldn't have to do that. But for those clips that I pull out, yeah, I will, for this particular purpose. The other reason I do that is because what you'll notice here is, let's zoom in on the timeline a little bit. There's not a lot of space between words here. And the reason for that is that video has a rhythm and it has a cadence. And it goes along the lines of the Fluency Heuristic thing. Things that snap along, boom, 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 are perceived as better. So that's just another kind of tip and reason why I might want to do some editing. Video has a rhythm and a pace, and that lends to the energy and all that good stuff.